Hi Aquarius, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I'm going to pull some cards for you. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Mars, the masculine's Venus. Today is March 7th, 2020. This is for the first half of March, and it's definitely flexible within a couple days. And I want to do just a quick clear for you guys. Okay, I pre-shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Aquarius? Let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill the empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Take a deep breath, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, so first card out for you is the Nine of Swords. What is your challenge? The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords was just reversed in Capricorn's read. The foundation is the Two of Wands. And the recent past is the Two of Swords. What is crowning in your now moment is the Seven of Wands. And what's coming up for you guys is the Two of Pentacles reversed. You got a lot of twos already. How do you see yourself, Aquarius? 10 of Pentacles. And what's around you, or how might others see you? We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Very different energy than the way you see yourself. What are the blocks that you need to...
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
What are the blocks that you need to clear or work on about yourself is the Nine of Wands. And where do we end up for you guys? Aquarius at the Ten of Cups. Okay, so what is bridging to whatever's going to be left hanging in limbo at the end of the read? The bridge is the Magician. And you see this guy, he's not a very nice guy. So even upright, I just want to show you a better focus on him, okay? Even upright is not very nice. And he's got gray hair, right? So he could be an older person, but very manipulative. And some dark intent in there. Even if it's a temporary state, he's still, you know, he's a magician. He's a manipulator. So what's left hanging in limbo for you guys? We have the Eight of Pentacles. And you will get another card. You just won't see it until the end. And there may be more than one depending on what the next card is. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands reversed. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory on it first. Let's see where we go here. So we have the Chariot reversed, and then let's see what else we have here. We have the Ten of Swords after the Chariot reversed. Then we have the Five of Wands. Then we have the Temperance card upright, the Two of Cups upright, and then the Knight of Wands reversed. Now Capricorn, this card reversed was in the crowning position. So you may have a connection to the Capricorn energy. Yeah, I'm trying to think what the Sag was. Sag had the Queen of Swords reversed in the middle of their read. All right, so anyway, we have the Chariot, something... There's no movement forward, broken down. Somebody could be broken, broke up, broke through. Could be ambulance energy as well. Could be a car that breaks down. There could be cancellations or delays in trips or travel. And then we have the Ten of Swords, where Bambi's the only one to the rescue, right? So this could be a betrayal, great pain. There's three dark birds flying away here. So they're very suspicious there. So some kind of betrayal or great painful ending, or trying to end pain, and then Bambi is the only one who comes to rescue you. So it could be some sweet, innocent energy that comes in. There is some conflict here, if not fight or competition. And then we find patience and balance here with the Temperance card and a deep connection. But somebody might be falling short on energy, right? With good intentions, but then falling short because your energy stores aren't good. Or it could be somebody holding back their desires as well. So that's the underlying energy. What's starting off when we start. This is the Gilded Tarot. And I'm going to clarify with the mini Rider Waite, and we'll have oracle cards at the end as well. So here's the mini deck. We have the Two of Swords in the recent past, upright. So somebody's in there knowing and keeping to themselves to stay balanced. You know, maybe they need to keep their mental status well balanced so they don't feel like they're going crazy, especially if they're running out of energy with the Knight of Wands reversed. That could be player energy as well. I'm not getting that specifically right now, but it could just be someone who's normally very active is falling short on energy and they can't perform the way they used to. Someone in their knowing, falling short or holding back their desires in a very deep connection with some patience and balance, perhaps conflict, fighting, games regarding a painful ending or betrayal. And then the foundation is the need to choose a new path, which definitely came up at the end of Capricorn's read. So for Aquarius, we're going to start out with that Knight of Wands reversed. Why is the Knight of Wands reversed for Aquarius? Well, a bunch of cards just flipped out. So we have one card. This was on my left leg. This was on my right leg. And then I have a few more cards that are that bounced out onto the seat next to me. So I'm going to give this to you for the Knight of Wands reversed. This is resting, meditating, praying, lay to rest with sexual energy coming in to your dream state perhaps. This could be a connection in the 5D with a twin, and falling short on energy. Maybe you're up nights dealing with this sexual energy or this new passion. Okay, and there's definitely a deep connection there, so definitely could be a twin connection there with the 5D. And then these cards also bounced out together in a bunch. This is about getting over any loss, regret, grief, guilt or shame, no longer standing at the Y in the road, letting go of the past to move on, getting over the grief or loss. Then we have the King of Wands reversed. This could be someone who's pissed off, but it's more about just being exhausted. Could be sick as well, but I'm getting more exhausted here. Needing to get back on the horse and lead the way out. Could be good news or success. Just the need to bring in some good news. There could be kids that are also drained in the situation and wanting to keep your energy up for the kids so they don't get too depressed. Okay, so that's the kind of situation that's going on there. So like trying to, you know, always trying to keep everybody else happy, but not taking care of yourself, Aquarius. Or this is somebody around you who's doing this, taking care of you. The Two of Swords in the recent past. Well, here it comes up again with the Six of Cups reversed. This came up upright in the past for Capricorn, I think it was. The World reversed. So the world upside down, or it's not quite complete, but the cycle, a big major cycle is almost complete. But there's been some issues from the past, either your childhood or past life stuff, wounds from the past, or just difficulties with a childhood friend or sibling, or the past. They could be difficult children now, or the past returning. In your knowing, trying to stay balanced with this energy coming in and needing to allow the cycle to complete itself, to come full circle. So just really trying to stay to yourself so that you don't get triggered by things. So that's the keeping to yourself, to try to store your energy. And then the foundation is the Two of Wands, choosing your path. All right, we have two cards that popped out here. We have the Wheel of Fortune and then the Chariot. So this is big energy about choosing your path. This is a big new path. This is destined, this is divine timing, and this is a major arcana path. This is Ascension, okay? So this is big. So Aquarius, you're about to go on a big new path. You may not be sharing your feelings with anyone or exchanging energy, holding back, maybe causing delays on purpose. Because you may be needing to get a message out, or you're spreading the word first. Like before expressing any feelings about it, maybe you want to just test the waters and see how everybody responds to it. The central energy is the Nine of Swords. And there's Aquarius energy for me. And this is about, can be some kind of final judgment or a big announcement. This also can be a funeral, but also can be a wake-up call to action in the midst of war times, right? Raising the dead, right? This is a battlefield. So we're raising all the past wounds to let them come up and clear. This could also be a graveyard. Like maybe you're dealing with property that was built on top of graves. And that may be the reason why you're suffering in silence, because you're actually, your houses were built on a big graveyard. That's very interesting. So I was just looking up at I was looking at a property about 45 minutes away from my home. And I was asking them I forget what they were called. They were just little like channel lines around the properties, and I'd seen it on the map, so I was wondering what they were, but they said they're just like old like mines and stuff. But that's like similar to, I was wondering about that, like, well, if there's tunnels dug, well, what else was dug up under the ground that we don't know about? So anyway, there's homes maybe being hallowed ground, you know, hallowed ground, being built on graveyards and things like that. So the challenge is the Queen of Swords upright. Why? For Aquarius, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. This is either somebody lashing out or holding their tongue. It looks like she's holding her tongue, but she is upright. We also have these two cards. This could be feeling weak, the need for strength and courage, or it could be a Leo who's out of control, or just ego death as well. This is somebody hanging out to try to be wise and see new perspectives. So you may be holding your tongue before you say anything to make sure you know what you're doing. Like this is that message. You want to make sure that you test the waters first to make sure that everybody's on board. And that Queen of Swords can definitely be you, Aquarius, since it is an air sign. So you could be your own worst enemy. And then the Seven of Wands is in the crowning position. Why? For Aquarius. Right, we have the Seven of Cups and then the Nine of Cups reversed. So this is a bunch of options, can be confusing, you know, can make you indecisive and feel overwhelmed and not be able to make a decision because there's just too much to choose from. And this is dissatisfaction or dissatisfaction with all the options you've been given. Standing up to others, or, you know, feeling attacked by others. Like this is like you, and this could even be you giving a speech where everyone's kind of like attacking what you're saying, right? So your idea here, you could be presenting it even to a few people or to a big room of people. You could be presenting it and getting a lot of negative feedback. And here's the King of Cups, who's negative as well. He could be very emotionally detached or over emotional. He could be manipulative, but this is dissatisfaction, dumping out all the options that they were given. No one likes what you're offering. And you're trying to stand up for yourself, for your ideas or whatever it is, standing up for your authenticity. Then we have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Wounded Warrior. So this is coming out next to the King of Cups reversed. So this could be a couple who's not happy and they're on their last leg trying to fight for themselves. All right, so it looks like the King and Queen of Cups. King and Queen of Cups are like kind of losing the battle they're fighting. Like they've been fighting a long time and they can't win, so it looks like they're about to give up. As soon as the Two of Pentacles reversed here, so what's going on there? Somebody's either tripped up or you're dropping the facade, dropping the act, breaking patterns, or just messed up. So what's the Two of Pentacles? We have the Four of Wands reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This is instability and dependency. So somebody could be losing money, they could be losing their home. This could be a dependent or somebody losing their single status and moving in with somebody else. But this is a move or an end of a marriage. It can be staying or visiting with friends or having friends come visit with you. Also can be the end of a party or cancellation of a big party. Or the party's over, right? So this could be the end of the party. where either someone's financially drained and dependent and losing their independence, or they're losing their single status because they're moving in with someone new. So somebody could have been juggling 2 people and now they're not. They've whittled it down to 1. And that's what they're going with. Or they were just juggling too many things. It doesn't have to be about juggling people. It could have been juggling work and family, or 2 jobs, or kids, you know, whatever it is. Letting go of the juggling act, you might lose money because of it, but you need to just stop. You see yourself as very wealthy here with the 10 of Pentacles, whether it's money or your family or just a lot of support. You see yourself as abundant no matter what. So why does Aquarius have the 10 of Pentacles? Why does Aquarius have the 10 of Pentacles? Well, Aquarius apparently is the 4 of Pentacles, but sees themselves as the 10 of Pentacles. If this is that case, this is very interesting because this was coming up last week, I think, where usually most people don't build themselves up as much as they should. This is a case where someone is actually thinks they're better than they actually are. Not that someone has to have a lot of money, but this is someone who does take pride in having status and wealth. But they're not actually that. They're this. They're very moderate, but they act like they're rich. So that can be 2 ways. It can be in a good way. It can be in a negative way. It can be a negative way because you want to appear, you know, so that everybody else will think you're the coolest and the best and the richest. Or you are a very moderate person, but you just come off and see yourself as very abundant because you don't need a lot to be happy. So it can be 2 different ways. And then other people see you here, though, as destitute and recovering. So maybe you were wealthy and you lost a lot of money, or you had a divorce, or you were sued or something like that where you lost a lot of money. But the need to come back from that. But you still see yourself as wealthy. But others see you as recovering from destitution, whether that be financial or emotional, spiritual, whatever it is. So give me some clarification as far as that 5 of Pentacles reversed. There's a bunch of cards, too many. All right, Aquarius. All right, here we go. So the Ace of Swords reversed, Justice reversed, and the 7 of Swords reversed. So this definitely could be a split or just one big lie. Maybe you've just been living in a lie, or the need to cut through the BS and get to the clarity of the situation with the injustice. And this could be someone still being sneaky or coming clean or getting clean about illegal or immoral activities, or just one big lie, okay? And the injustice of it. We have the Tower and the Empress right after that. So it could be after the Tower hit already. So there could have been sudden events or epiphanies that came up. Explosions, eruptions, whatever they were, drama. And this is after the fact. Still feeling like an Empress. It's like you'll feel like an Empress no matter what. You're not going to let anyone drag you down. It's that kind of attitude. So we have, it can be a really good way to see things unless you're coming off as very arrogant or conceited. All right, we have the 9 of Wands. The blocks that you need to clear, Aquarius, is about the wounded warrior and never giving up, as opposed to allowing the universe to help you. We have someone standing up for themselves with the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Wands reversed, and then the Knight of Wands reversed. Someone standing up for themselves, perhaps being defensive, dropping all of your burdens and responsibilities, or falling over from the burden. And this may not be you, because you're not giving up. And because you don't give up, you may have hurt yourself physically. This is somebody falling short of expectations. So they may just not have been able to complete the task. Or you may have had an injury here. Or you may have caused someone else to get injured being a slave driver as the Empress, because you're the one in charge. But it's like your modus operandum is, you know, never give up. Like die trying. The 10 of Cups. Why do you have the 10 of Cups at the end? 10 of Cups at the end. You have 10 of Cups again, and the King of Swords reversed. All right, so this is an end of a family or emotional cycle, or just an unhappy family. And here's the King of Swords. He's not in his truth, or negative self-talk, or he's lying. Or this could be a cutthroat attorney in a divorce situation. All right. But the Ten of Cups was reversed, but now it's upright in the end. And that can also be the sham fam, where, you know, we like to keep up appearances, which is right along the lines of the energy that's coming up here about someone who always has to appear like they're wealthy. And the Empress coming up. So this could be someone, a family that looks good on the outside because they have to keep up appearances, but they're having a lot of issues on the inside, and they're actually ending the family. We have the Magician, who's the manipulator. I told you in this deck, he's not a nice guy. So let's see, why do we have the Magician here? He comes up again. All right, he's tripping up or dropping the facade or the act, but there's major manifestation going on here. He's got all his tools back. Maybe he lost his tools and now he's got them back. And now he's pushing all this aside. We're not doing this anymore because all I need is this. The King of Pentacles may have lost money and status, or is greedy and all about money, or just ungrounded. He might have fallen from grace, right? Fallen on his face, tripped up, lacking faith. Maybe you were manifesting, or this is someone around you manifesting, and this could definitely be Aquarius energy, and then messed up and lost money, or that's someone around you because of your manifestation. Somebody else lost out, or you could be like falling. The King of Pentacles may have fallen short on the energy, but that was like more Sagittarius energy. The King of Pentacles is probably attached to this Aquarius. Could be your partner or your relative. Could be a father of yours losing money. Or so maybe you were a child of a lot of money, right? The parents had a lot of money. Maybe your parents lost money, whether it's the market or something illegal or immoral, maybe that you didn't know anything about. And so everything you always thought you were now has come out as a lie. It's not who you actually are anymore because you don't have that money. And then we have the, let's see, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is reaping rewards, but they're not like 10 of Pentacles, they're 7 of Pentacles. So maybe you can't do what you used to do, or you don't know if you can retire because it may not be enough to retire on. Okay. So this is what's coming up with that. So some kind of full transformation, transition, dark night of the soul, a need to have an equitable relationship with someone and actually make an effort to share, which may not be how you were before. And this is about reaping rewards that are less than you expected. There's also Scorpio coming up here. What else do we say we have here? Scorpio and Sagittarius and Aquarius. There's not much here. Scorpio, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. I mean, the mini deck has a lot of other signs, but you know, you could pretty much get all the signs with all the cards that are out there. So it's really all about those 3 signs. Sagittarius, Aquarius, and we do have the Magician too. So that's like Gemini and Virgo. It can be Aries at times too, but it looks more like Gemini or Virgo energy. All right, so what are the cards that were coming out after that for you? For Aquarius, then we have the 5 of Swords, which is the war. The war is now over. But when the war is over, there can be PTSD and looting that happens because your body needs time to get accustomed to living a new life, right? So you may not be used to the way you're going to have to live now. So it's going to be a big change for you. And it's probably a blessing in disguise, but you probably don't realize that yet. And you might take a little while longer for you to actually feel the effects and actually let yourself fall and come down from feeling like you're the rich person, okay? You don't have to stop feeling rich, but I feel like this is someone who lives their life on status and money, so not for all of you, obviously. But that's the way you're seeing yourself. So justice is coming up here with the end of the war, so this is good. So it's now time to achieve balance again in your life. There may be some depression that comes up, or loss of hope, or feeling like your dreams are dashed, right? Like you had your stardom and now it's been taken away from you. And you may have been dumped as well, or dumped someone, or just be crying or purging, or feeling like you've been pushed to your emotional limits. This can be any issue with fluids as well, peeing too much, vomiting if you have an illness. And then the last card pulled is the Knight of Cups. So there is something to look forward to. There is love coming in. And that could be about loving yourself first too, after the Ace of Cups reversed. So let's clarify a little bit here. Why do we have the Star card reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed? So again, the Ace of Cups comes up reversed. So there's a loss of love here. All right, so at work, and there's the Queen of Wands reversed. So she's not happy. So somebody at work got dumped. Somebody could have gotten fired or laid off. Or this is your partner. Or you dumped them because you're pissed. But there's depression here on your part. Trying to align with your true desires. Perhaps tired of trying to do that though. Feeling overwhelmed. You don't know how to pick your options, like what to do. What can I do? What am I going to do for work? So why do we have the Knight of Cups at the end here? Okay, so we have the Fool, and this could be doing something stupid. And it's like allowing yourself to fall. Like if you need to suffer in silence, that's what you need to do right now. It could be a time where you're falling into a dark night of sorts where you need to just, you know, go into seclusion and spend some time alone to allow your wounds to heal and allow some wounds to come up. So this could be a fall on your face, a fall from grace, embarrassing yourself, and then up night stress, not sleeping, headaches, crying, whatever it is. But it's also just allowing yourself to fall, that it's okay. Maybe you're just meant to spend some time alone right now, to learn to love yourself first. It could be someone coming in to love you, or you, this could be you offering love when you're not in the place to do that. Like you want to be this, like you're the one who can save the day, but you can't this time because the universe is saying it's your time to fall and allow yourself to heal. Okay, to love yourself, to give a message of love to you. It could also be just hanging out with your children and allowing your children to give you love. These could be 1 or 2 children around you who are going to help you. And perhaps an elderly person too. It could be a father who may not be doing well if they're older, who may be able to offer you some help financially, but then you may be a prisoner to him. So that might be an issue too. Okay, and it's calling for patience. All right, the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands reversed. So it looks like there's been a very painful ending, but the worst is over. The bliss has come in. You need to use your intuition. You may be religious or spiritual or high priestess energy. You might have psychic abilities, but it's about letting go of the pain and allowing things to change, ending the battle, right? No more fighting. Let go of any conflict and frustration. There's definitely frustration going into this read. This is the underlying energy, so this is before the read. So there's frustration here going into this after a fight. And I'm going to give you some oracle cards now. I'm sweating a lot, so there might be a lot of masculine energy here. All right, so again, there is a deep connection here. Whether it's yours or not, I'm not positive. Because it looks like you're going through a bit of a financial transformation. But you're going to be fine. It's about just letting yourself, it's like an unfolding, an unraveling so that you can come back your authentic self, because you may not be living your authentic life. So you're definitely suffering in silence in the middle of the read, or that could be somebody around you, but it looks like it's probably you. People are seeing you as worse off than you see yourself. Maybe they're being more realistic at this time. Not that you aren't. 10 of Pentacles. It just depends on your true perspective of who you are. If you're living, anyone is fine to be rich, but if you're doing it for status and power as opposed to what you authentically love, that's where the difference is. Your challenge is probably yourself. You have the Queen of Swords, holding your tongue, needing to hang out in ego death, to see new perspectives in your life and stand up for yourself. You may need to stand up to your parents who may not be happy with you. So you might have messed up. You might have done something foolish. Right? Might have caused an ending to a relationship. And you could be that manipulative energy, or that manipulative energy could be around you, that the magician, in the end of a family cycle or emotional cycle. But things are going to get better, but you have to let things transform. You have self-love, 61, which is taking the risk to love yourself first. This is sacral energy as well as speaking your truth. You also have parenting to do. So this is about making the effort to parent, and again, speaking your truth to teach your children to speak up their truth. All right, and then the bottom of the deck is 66, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is about healing. So again, it's blue. So very much about truth to your third eye also, but this is more about the blue, the truth. The 63 of parenting is that Nine of Swords here. And then the 61 is that Seven of Swords energy. But it's just an inherent risk in that card. So it's about taking the risk to love yourself first. And then for romance angels, what do we have for Aquarius? Romance angels for Aquarius. Sorry, it's not in focus. Take a deep breath. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. An engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So there could be someone coming in. We have at the bottom of the deck religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So it doesn't have to be religion. It can be culture, age, whatever differences. You may have some major differences in whoever's going to be coming into your life now. And you need to have trust and faith. The situation's calling for you to have faith, because there's going to be differences in this relationship that you go into next. Okay. From the Kipper deck. For Aquarius, what is their advice? What is the advice for Aquarius? Okay, we have the little girl and a gift. So this could be a new little girl, or it could just be like a whole new life, which is actually a gift, but you don't see it right now. There could be some kind of official paperwork. This could be an inheritance. So you might not see it as a gift because you're losing someone that you love. Or maybe somebody loses their parents and you inherit a child, which ends up being a big gift for you. There could be a lot of different situations, but this just can be a brand new start, a brand new life, a brand new cycle. But you may not see the gift in it yet because there's some legal stuff that has to happen, and there could be some anxiety, fears, or actual jail time involved. So whether that's your child that's dealing with that, or, you know, this is like a scared straight thing where it ends up being a gift because they changed their life, or if that's you, either way. Or that could be your occupation as well, is your prison, or maybe your occupation, you're going to work in a prison and help prisoners. That might actually end up being your calling. The bottom of the deck is courtship and distant horizons. So maybe not right away. You might know the person or meet the person now, but there may be some things that you have to go through first because there's no emotional waters here yet. But it might lead to marriage, or this may have to do with leaving a situation to go where you need to go, because there is some, like, people aren't being their authentic selves, and that definitely came up in the read for you. So it's about breaking down your life in order to become truly authentic so that you can come into, so this could be a relationship that you're getting into where you need to actually break down to rebuild the relationship before it goes forward, or you may be leaving one relationship to go into another, but it's going to take some work of clearing your wounds and becoming more authentically who you are. So we're going to do Scooby-Doo. I love that I have this. I found this Scooby-Doo deck in my daughter's room, and it's got some great Scooby-Doo expressions. It's got, like, I haven't counted them yet, but there's at least 16 different characters in here, 16 or 20. Let's see here. would be like the Four Suits. I don't know if I have all the cards in the deck, but let's see what you get. This is for Aquarius. What is the last advice for Aquarius? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. All right, that came right out. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've seen that one yet. So I'm going to show you this one upright so you see what it is. So he's like juggling ice cream. So you might like ice cream, but you might need to give it up because it's reversed. Or just juggling food or playing with your food. This could be a balancing act as well, but this is about an inability to balance your life. Right? You're more about saying, telling everyone how wonderful you are as opposed to actually balancing your life out. So that's where the issue is. Yeah, see, this is about you. It's about you showing everyone how wonderful you are, but behind the scenes, you're not actually taking care of yourself or balancing your life. So that's what you need to work on, and the universe is going to guide you on that. So you have to learn to surrender to that. The underlying energy is this guy, the 4. He looks like he's got a bum leg. But here it's not anymore. So maybe you injured yourself and you need to heal. But you have to allow yourself to heal, but you don't like to do that because you've always been taught to fight and never give up. But that may not actually be what's good for you because you're not allowing yourself, your physical self, or your wounds to heal and come up and become really good. I want to give you guys an extra card from the energy deck, okay? Because it looks like a little bit of a struggle is coming up. Okay, for Aquarius. Just one more card for Aquarius. What do they need to know? What is the takeaway from this read for the energy deck? For Aquarius, one more card. Okay, there's a man holding a heart, whether that's you or somebody else. We also have strategy. So you may be being called to journal. So whether you're the man holding the heart, wearing his heart on his sleeve, maybe you can't get to the person you want to be with right now, so you're being called to journal and set up a strategy for your life to get more balanced. Somebody else may be all tied up right now, or this may be some games that you're playing, or somebody else is playing with you. She looks a little bit manipulative, so. Someone needs to get more serious about, it's like living a superficial life as opposed to being authentic in love. Okay? And it's coming up like this energy is coming up right with the broken heart. So this energy is going to lead you to a broken heart because she's a player. She's saying, come on, I'm over here, I'm all tied up. Because she wants someone to save her and do everything for her. She's a manipulator. That's not who you want to be. And that's not who you want to be with. That's the superficial life. And that's a player, somebody who hurts other people and yourself. So whether that's you or somebody else, right? Depending on whether you're the man or the woman. And then the bottom of the deck is the storm warning. All right, so this is like the Wizard of Oz. The twister's coming. So you may be actually starting a spiritual journey. Okay, I hope that was helpful, Aquarius. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, and get your joy and your nature. You know, do something for yourself every day. Try to get more balanced within the different things in your life. You know, the love, the business, the keeping your body healthy, getting rest, you know, water, all that kind of stuff. So be good to yourselves, guys. Rise and be loved. Bye.